Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to an interview of a kid interviewing a police officer. This interview takes place in 1978. I love these old videos. Tell me your thoughts about old interviews in the comments. But before we get started, I want you to consider checking out my second YouTube channel. The link is in the description box below. Help me get this video to 500 likes, and as always, don't forget to like, share, watch more videos, and subscribe to the channel.
Do policemen catch people who break in? Oh, yeah.
You can set it with your hand. Okay, we're ready now.
Started. Is it started?
Okay, everybody else is going to have to be quiet now. You can start. Do you want to introduce yourself first?
Huh?
Say who you are and then ask Mr. Sims.
Hi, my name is Joely Huff. What's your name?
My name is Austin L. Sims.
Okay. Girl,
She can't hear them. What did you do to this?
no, she pulled the plug. She stepped on the plug.
Oh no.
Let me interrupt this interview for a second. I really do think that they need to start back doing stuff like this in schools, because I think exercises like this could definitely help the children become interviewers, become reporters, become something that's a little bit more professional. Tell me your thoughts about that in the comments.
That's okay.
Cut the tape. Cut the tape. Cut the tape, y'all.
She did. Well, I know the microphone works. Okay, go on.
Do policemen catch people who break in houses?
Yes, they do. They're called burglars.
Oh. What do they usually take?
Well, most of the time when there is a burglary, the burglars normally take television sets, record players, and the like.
Why do people break in houses?
There's various reasons why people break in houses. Number one, you could say lack of money. They may want to get more money for financial gains. Or number two, they might have some kind of problem, might be on drugs. That would be another reason. They'll break in a house so they can obtain the money to get the drugs.
Okay. That's all the questions.
Good.
Cut it off.
Let her go first.
Ready? Yeah, come on. Hello, my name is Alicia Rochonne.
My name is Austin Sims, Alicia.
Thank you. What's the worst break-in?
What's the what?
What's the worst break-in?
The worst break-in. Well, when you say worst, I imagine you're talking about what would be the most extensive type burglary. That would be a burglary of maybe a factory where there's maybe a safe or something of that nature.
Do you ever catch anyone?
Yes, we do. We catch them all the time. Most of the time we catch them on in-progress burglaries. There's a burglary and somebody see the people going in. They'll call the police and we'll get there in time to apprehend them.
What kind of punishment do people get for breaking in?
They can get from 2 to 5 years depending on their age. If they're a kid like you, then what they'll normally get, they'll go see the youth officer and get a pat on the back. But if they're an adult, then they might do 2 to 5.
Do you find many young people, like young teenagers, performing burglary?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there's a high percentage of children doing burglaries. I can recall one that we had in particular where a 9-year-old boy was apprehended for burglary.
He was with some other 9-year-olds, or was he with some older?
He was by himself.
What was he stealing?
He broke in he came through the transit of this house.
Is small
And
enough to do
he
that?
was small, and what he was trying to get was a TV set. Somebody saw him, they called, and we apprehended him.
Do you think that somebody that young would try to steal because of money, or because they hear older boys talking about
I
them?
think more or less it's probably that they hear older boys, peer group, that's what I think it most likely would be.
Okay. Is there another question for you, Alicia?
No, ma'am.
Any progress calls?
Yeah, we get those a lot.
You like your job?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Burglaries. I remember one time we had a burglary of a 14-year-old. We locked the 14-year-old up. The very next day, as I came in the station, he was being locked up again for burglary.
14.
What did he do?
Burglary.
What about girls? We find girls do burglars.
Girls, normally they don't go into burglary. Normally that's something that they stay out of.
Do you pick them up off the street?
Burglars, well, if, say for example, somebody's house been burglarized and somebody saw them, the detectives will go out and investigate it, and they might show pictures, and if the person can recognize the picture, then later on they might apprehend them on the street.
Wait a minute. Okay, what about, have you ever took a stick up or something?
Have we ever caught stick-up guys? Yes, we catch them all the time too.
What about the girl who raped the boy in the paper?
What do I think about that?
Yes.
I think it's impossible for a girl to rape a boy.
Uh-huh. Sure.
My name is Austin Sims.
How many people reported in their houses broken in?
How many people report that their house is breaking in?
Yes.
Well, at this time, I wouldn't know the exact figure, but it's always a high number.
How many people do you like your job?
Yes, I do. It's very interesting.
I want you to give these young ladies, these young people, a grade on how well they're doing interviewing this police officer.
How many people did you put in jail for breaking in?
I can't even think of the amount of people that I've locked up for that. There's so many.
Let me see this question. Would you consider people who break in houses dangerous?
No, I wouldn't. A burglar I would consider as dangerous, because basically his thing is to get property for money. Most burglars don't have guns or knives. So normally if they're caught, what they try to do is just get away. Normally they won't try to hurt you.
You want to ask me a question?
Have you ever used your gun before?
No, I haven't.
Latonya?
What do you use your gun for?
They know.
Turn it off, honey.
You use your stick.
Hello, my name is Latonya Mankey. I go to Bethel County Christian School. What's your name?
My name is Austin Sims.
Could you tell me the things you like about your job?
Well, there's various things that I like about it. Number one is it's a very interesting job because I'm constantly running into different situations. Every day something different is happening. So to me, that's very interesting. You never know what's going to happen.
Can you tell me some of the things that you like about what you do for a living?
Is there anything you don't like about your job?
Yes, there's a couple of things I don't like about the job also.
Name some.
Number one, they say that policemen are second-class citizens. The reason that they say that is because if a policeman gets in trouble, he's really in trouble. He's up to lose his job, plus he's up to get put in jail.
Do you like being a policeman?
Yes, I do.
What else don't you like about yourself?
Well, at times my job can be dangerous in a sense that you can say that's exciting. But then at other times, too much danger is not good for you psychologically.
Do you be scared when you finna arrest those big tough guys?
Well, it's not actually fear. I don't actually be scared. I may be tense. But if the situation gets to the point where I figure I can't handle it, I can always call for help.
That's all. Thank you.
Police women are good for certain situations. You know, like you can take a situation, maybe it's a domestic, a husband and wife affair. A police woman can become very handy in that type of situation. But a lot of the street situation, police woman is not good. Because some of the people become violent and the average police woman can't handle it.
Would you feel safe if you had a police woman for your partner? Like your...
I think I would. It wouldn't. I've worked with them before. I don't think it would bother me that much because as long as I got the police radio, I can always call for help.
Mr. Sims, do you have to use your gun on all the burglaries?
No, I don't. As a matter of fact, I think it's a bad policy to use your gun on burglaries. And the only time I think a gun should be used is when you're in fear of yourself being hurt, your partner, or somebody else. Other than that, I think it's wrong to use a gun, and I never use it.
Do most of the policemen get shot on burglaries?
No, they don't. Most policemen get shot or hurt on domestics.
Why do you have to use the wooden stick?
The wooden stick is really it's a deterrent factor in that it's just supposed to be seen. You're not supposed to hit anybody with it. If you hit somebody with the stick, you're not supposed to come over like this. You're supposed to jab it at them.
Well, I like the fact that he gave us that insight on how the proper way of using the stick. Even though I've seen many videos of the stick being used the other way around. Tell me your thoughts about that in the comments.
She's imagining what that would be like. Okay, does somebody else have a question?
How do you... Wait.
She got another.
Go all day here.
How come you have to put the handcuffs on them and you have in the police cars? Why do you have to have the handcuffs on the
In the police car? Well, if you arresting a prisoner and they're riding in the back of the car, you don't know how dangerous they may be, and since you're in front, they might do anything. So you handcuff them more or less for your own protection.
Well, how come you have this shield in the back?
All police cars don't have a shield. Some of them do. If you have a shield car, then you can put them in there without handcuffing.
If you have a shield in the car, do they keep the doors locked so they won't get out, or the policemen get back in the back? If it's two policemen on the case,
The cars, most of the shield cars are designed, whereas if you put somebody in there, they can't open the door themselves. You have to get out and open the door for them.
Oh, that's the way the car is made?
That's right. The shield cars are.
Okay.
I never thought of it.
And she's asking some good questions.
Yeah.
Have you ever picked up prostitutes before?
Yes, I am.
Are there many in this neighborhood? Like in my neighborhood, it's over. I live in uptown.
Yeah,
It's like overrun with prostitutes.
it is overrun. But what I find out it's more younger girls out there now than it ever was. And they ranging from 12 on up. And that's a problem because you can't really, you can lock them up, but when you lock them up and bring them into the youth office, they'll cut them loose. So a lot of these younger girls are being locked up as women. So they're going down to the women's lockup, the whole process. So you can't say that that's bad. The reason that they do them like that is lock them up like that because they know that if they bring them into the youth office, nothing is going to happen. So they figure that by locking them up, This might scare them. Instead, it just make the girls harder.
They think, oh, I've done that before. So,
What's that?
like, once you go through it, it's just like, it's not scary enough. Or
Well,
do you think jail really scares people?
it scares only those who haven't been locked up before. For those people that's been locked up a lot, it doesn't mean anything to them because they know how the system works.
Have you ever took anyone to jail and then you took them to prison?
No, we don't really do that. With the police department, all the police department do is lock them up. Then after they've been locked up, then they may be, if they're transported to prison, it's normally by the sheriff department.
Somebody besides you, or I don't.
Do you know why do most prostitutes be on the street?
To make money, that's why they're out there.
Did this ever happen to you when you bring the crooks in? Do they try to escape?
Yes, some of them do. That has happened to me numerous times.
At
Not
nighttime?
numerous times, but a few times.
At nighttime, when they try to escape, do you catch it when they get to the fence, the line fence?
Do I catch them when they get to the fence?
Do you hear the bell? You know, when they try to escape, when they try to get over the fence, do y'all hear the bell when they come out there and get them?
Wait a minute now. Are you talking about if they're in the station or are you talking about in prison?
Prison, they try to escape out.
Well, normally what they try to do, if you arrest them, they're trying to escape from you as soon as they can, which is on the street. And they have a better chance of getting away from you if they can escape, if they can try while they're on the street. When they get in the station, it's harder. But they have tried to escape from this station. There was a guy that was up on the second floor in the TAC office. He jumped out of the window. And he had these big high-heel shoes on. He landed right on his feet and kept going.
What do y'all do to those little bad kids when you bring them in jail? Where y'all take them?
Normally when we arrest kids for what we could say, burglary or maybe a little theft, we bring them right into this room, which is a youth room. We have youth officers, they're detectives that are trained just to handle kids. Now when they get them in here, they talk to them, find out what the problem is, they call the parents will come in. And then normally they're making a station adjustment, what they call a station adjustment, they release the kids to the parents. But if the kid continuously does these sort of things, then they'll incarcerate him.
Do y'all take the kids somewhere and it's this place where they have to sit in chairs and they look at the wall and can't play or do nothing?
I don't know of any place like that. Not for kids.
She's talking about a movie.
I'm not talking about no movie. They sit in the kid. They punish them and they sit them in the chairs. They just look at the wall. All they eat is one meal a day.
No, they don't do kids like that nowhere here.
Oh, that's what my grandma told me.
Lots of stories around different houses, right? Anybody else? Thanks. Sharon.
Have you ever picked up dope from us?
Well, see, dope fiends or dope addicts, normally we may pick them up for, if we catch them with the syringe, it's against the law to have the syringe. Syringe is a needle that they stick into their arm. It's against the law for them to have that. Now, if we catch them with that, we might arrest them for that. Or if we catch them with the dope, we'll arrest them.
I want you to be honest about something. Answer one question for me. This just came to me. You see how this police officer is talking to these kids? Let me know, do you think something like that would go right today? Police officers today talking to the kids and responding the exact same way this police officer is responding. Tell me your thoughts in the comments.
Well, normally what we usually get them for is in burglaries or robberies, mostly burglaries.
Have many parents tried to buy their children out of jail?
Bond their children out?
Buy themselves out the jail. You know, get out of the jail.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Her parents ever tried to come up and buy these children out of jail?
No, they can't do that. They can't do that. If a kid is to the extent where he's that bad, where he has to be locked up, there's nothing a parent can do because the parent should have did something before he got that bad. So there's nothing else can be done by the parent.
When they put them in jail, if they die, what do they do with them?
What do they do with them? They usually turn them over to the family.
They have a funeral.
The regular funeral by the family. We've been reading in the papers about different little accidents that the policemen been having with people, like shooting people and so forth. Now, I've always been of the opinion, like I said before, that the gun is only to be used in extreme situations. Like if the police department is coming out with it now. Before they had a rule that you could shoot any fleeing felon. That felon is maybe a burglar, a robber, a rapist, somebody to do those type of crimes. You can shoot, you could normally shoot them, if they're running away from you. Now the policy is, if they're running away from you, they can't hurt you. So don't shoot, So I've always been of the opinion that I wasn't going to shoot anyway. What I'll try to do is try to catch them on foot. That's the only other thing I had to say about that.
So you would chase somebody.
I've done it a lot of times. Rather than shoot somebody.
You can chase yourself.
I try. I'm not in that much good a shape now, but I still run. I still chase them, Because normally, say for example, it's a burglary going on. You see a guy jump out of the window. You don't know if this guy's the burglar or not. Why shoot him? So I wouldn't even do that. I consider life too important for that. Because to me, burglary doesn't even necessitate shooting somebody. All he's doing is taking property. The same thing with car thefts. Why shoot somebody for a car? Car's not worth a life. Other than that, that's all I have to say.
Well, when you arrest the teenagers, do they have a trial to get, or the prostitutes have a trial to get?
The teenagers, are you referring to teenagers that are in prostitution, or are you referring to, that's what you're referring to? Well, normally a teenager, if they are arrested for prostitution, they normally go through the regular channels that the adults will go through. And that usually end up, when they go before the judge, they usually just cut them loose. They drop the charges right off.
Well, what about a burglary or the men you have outside on the pictures? Did they ever come in to take, did they ever come in for the first time they did the burglary?
Those guys on the picture you're talking about,
Yeah.
Most of those guys on there, on the Chicago's, they are the 10 most wanted list. That's the list out there in the hall. And all of those guys have been in trouble previously. That's why the department has their picture.
Yeah, they were wondering how can they get a picture if they couldn't catch him.
Right. See, most of them have done something before. Because most people that commit crimes, they don't stop. They continually commit them. So a lot of them, they have pictures of them.
Well, like the children and adult fiends, do they get trials too?
The dope fiend, the fact that a person is a dope fiend or an addict is not against the law. In other words, he's just sick. What's against the law is the idea that he might have this stuff in his possession. So if a dope fiend or addict is locked up, it's because he have the stuff with him, or he's committed another crime.
Like when you get do you check their arm for the needle if they shot it before?
Do we take their arm?
When you get people in, do you check their arms to make
see
sure?
if they're an addict. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, we may do that if we suspect that they weren't. But that's only for paperwork. There's no against the law. It's not against the law to be an addict.
Well, this youth room, do they ask the children their problems when they run away or something?
Yes, they do. They try to find out what the problem is.
And they type it up on the typewriters or get a report.
Right.
And they try to find their files and put it in there.
That's exactly what they do.
Okay. Cut.
You people did you get a trial? Like running away, right? Like running away is against the law.
Right.
And being truant from school is against the law.
Right. Both
And
of them.
and those would be like youth trials. What other things are like against the law for young people?
For young people,
Honey, would you put the microphone that way?
you just about named them though. When you say like runaways, that's against the law. And being truant for school, that's also against the law. But as far as anything else other than criminal matters, I think that would be it. You know, curfew, of course. You know.
Have you ever picked anyone up that tried to rape like that out there on the picture?
No, not on those. You mean those pictures out there? No.
You never picked no one up who raped?
I've picked up guys raped before, yes. But I thought you meant those pictures out there. No. Yeah, but I've arrested rapists.
Were they convicted?
One was, I've made about 7 or 8 rape pictures on. I can only remember one that got convicted. Because of the changes, it's too much that people have to go through for that. So they just about can't know the person. You know, if they know the person or has some form of relationships with the person, it's out.
Cut. Our friend Joely told me to ask you this question. Why do y'all carry the walkie-talkies?
Why do we carry the walkie-talkies? We carry the walkie-talkies. It's more convenient for us to carry them. There was a time when they had them in the cars, and when you went on a call, you had to get out of the car. And you might be faced with a situation where you have to get to the car fast to get to the radio. But if you got the walkie-talkie, it's convenient because you have it right with you.
What you talking about? It's like the things in the car. When you see something, you gonna tell like it was a real emergency. You tell them the other people from the radio.
Right.
Did you ever catch people on the street taking marijuana?
Yes. I can go right out there now and catch somebody with that.
Did you ever catch them carrying tons and tons on the trucks?
No, never caught that. No. No.
This is what they always bring up in traffic court, I swear. But in the suburbs. Every time I go to the
With
suburbs.
marijuana?
I thought she said tons and tons.
Yeah, that's what she said.
What were you talking about? Overweight trucks?
I was talking about like, did you ever catch them carrying that stuff?
Overweight cars and stuff like that.
Talking about marijuana.
This is another question she wanted me to tell you. When y'all catch the prostitute, do y'all have to you say swear to tell nothing but the whole truth and stuff?
No, we don't tell them that. That's done in court.
What do you have to use for that? What do you have to do?
What kind of books?
The only thing we might say is you have a right to remain silent. We give them what they call Miranda warnings. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford one to be appointed for you. That's called a Miranda warnings. That's the only thing we may say to them. And then most of the time to prostitutes, we don't say that.
Why wouldn't you say that?
What kind of books?
You should, but a lot of times you don't.
Why?
Because it's so repetitious, you lock them up so frequently. And it has been known where as a prostitute is so familiar with the police work, she'll come in, you give her the arrest report, she write her own application out. She fill it out herself.
What kind of book do y'all use when y'all say you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
He said.
We don't do that. That's done in court.
He said it's for the judge.
Do the policemen be there that arrest the men?
Do policemen beat what?
Like if you arrest the rapist And then will you, and they have a trial to get, do you have to be there?
Yes, we have to be at the trial.
What I'm trying to say is, what kind of book do they use at the
trial?
court? Yeah.
At court?
Yeah, Bible.
Oh, to say those things that you said, they use the Bible.
Oh.
Do you understand how, like, what you just said, a guy was on the second floor and he jumped out the window with some shoes that tall?
Yeah.
Do you understand how he get away and stuff with those big shoes on?
That's a good question. That's why I brought that up.
When you said that, I thought she was gonna say like he would have fell and cracked his head or something, and fell and killed himself.
Normally he'd have broke his leg or ankle. It seemed like it, but he kept running.
You believe when he landed on the floor that he just can get up and walk away and didn't hurt himself?
Who was that?
I don't know.
We're using your office for a minute.
I can see that.
Really?
You're going to be very long?
No.
No. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Sam.
Do you think we could take some pictures around?
Wait a minute. Is it Mr. Sam?
Yeah, you probably could, except they don't want you to take none of the lockup.
Mr. Sam. Mr. Sam, did you tired saying these questions?
No, I'm not tired.
You gonna show us around the station? Does it get boring?
Take everybody's picture.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
They got you, baby.
I'm gonna listen.
No, but you gonna get the trophy.
Peg, would you untangle?
She was, she outside. That's what none of these. Get out of the bed.
So you want me to bring this in today? Okay.
I got 2 questions.
No, we're not asking any more questions. We're just taking pictures now.
Oh, why don't you tell me my
Because the mic and the camera isn't working, so you just carry it around. Point this in the direction the camera's pointing.
What's this here?
This is the roll call. They call it.
Can they tell them what to do at the
I'm standing up there, pay attention.
How can they get these? How do they get these? Do they get these?
Oh, those are different trophies. Basketball. Yeah, take it easy.
Do the policemen play trophy? Play
Yeah, they got, see, those over there for the pistol range. And you got the basketball.
They used to play basketball.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say?
Nothing.
Look at heavy
I
voice.
stand on my constitutional right to remain silent.
Well, stay away. What did I do?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Let's go see the police cars, y'all. Yeah.
You focus out.
Please tell me your thoughts in the comments about this video. I'm pretty sure from the video alone you can tell the big difference from this generation compared to the generation within the video. But as always, don't forget to like, share, watch more videos, and subscribe to the channel.